So folks, Karijini's over and it's time to head home. It'll just take us 7 days, 4,000 Ks, about 1,300 of dirt. So it's been great. We might do a little postscript of some of the things we might see. We're taking the Great Central Road across the desert of Western Australia through to Uluru. Day one, we drove from Karijini to Leinster, 950 Ks, and we camped by the Leinster golf course. That's the first tee, looking at the first tee, and then over to the 18th hole. I'm here early morning, no golf was out yet. Turns out no one was playing golf. It's because the coach called the Leinster cows to early morning footy practice. Day two of our journey, we headed east. We went from Leinster all the way through to here. Camp Paradise, a free camp on the side of the Great Central Road, which is the only other pathway you can take from west to east other than the Nullarbor and up through the Kimberley. It's 1,100 Ks of dirt. We're at this free camp called Camp Paradise, and we couldn't quite work out why it was paradise, and then we saw the facilities, a single bin, and we were the only people here last night. Anyway, this morning our bodies got working and we worked out why it was paradise. It was BYO your own toilet, and the vista was grand. The Gibson Desert to the north and the Great Central Victoria Desert to the south. Your beauty. Of our journey home, we travelled 500 Ks through the remote and well-known famous town of Warbuton, then through a place called Warbuton, which had the Giles Meteorological Weather Station, and here we are now, just 10 Ks into the Northern Territory at a campground at Docker River. We have seen wild camels that we had to drive through on the side of the road. We've seen the country change from the Gibson Desert to these mountains, and now it's time for us to have our pizza dinner over an open fire. This is Lassiter's Cave, from that iconic famous Lassiter's Reef story. Harold Lassiter sheltered in this cave in 1931, starving without water, and tried to get to the Olgas but died 3 days later. So here we are on day 4 of our journey home. Turned out the Great Central Road was a dirt highway, 80 Ks at the slowest, 100 on occasions, mostly 90. So here we are at Tjuta, the Olgas, mid-morning. We're going to do the Valley of the Winds 7K walk. Who would have thought that we'd already be here?
Mamma, per favore quel telefono.
Esatto, telefono che non dopo lo
In Gasca.
Jack, this one's for you, the top of the Olgas.
Day 5 of our trip home. As mentioned yesterday, we made such good time on the Great Central Road, we ended up creating a spare day and a half. Half a day yesterday at Kata due to the Olgas, and today a full day around Uluru. We're going to ride around Uluru a few times, and we're also going to hike around it. Amazing place. Enjoy the sun. See that pattern up there? Is that the inside of a human head? What's going on there? Clearly some people can't walk or ride. Dinner time here at Uluru, folks. Sunset. Chef. Chairs. Uluru at sunset. Day 6 of our journey home. We've come from Uluru along the Laverton Highway onto the Stewart Highway, and we've popped in here to the Breakaways near Coober, Pedy. We didn't get stopped at the border this year like we did last year because of that COVID-19 outbreak at Catherine when we were 1200 k's a day after the one-person outbreak in the Catherine Woolies. But guess what? We know we're coming back to the south because there's a big change coming! Ah! Day 7 and the final day of our trip home. Coober, Pedy, home to Blair, back to Adelaide. Our last night, we slept here in the underground cave here at Reba's Underground Camping, Coober, Pedy. Thanks for keeping an eye on us and enjoying this trip. We had a great time.